I'm Albert Lawrence, and this is the final portion of the two-part interview that I held with Donnie Klang of Making the Band for Talk of Fame. Last season, during the finale, when you were asked about your relationship with Aubrey, you played it kind of cool. Like, you actually sort of distanced yourself a little bit. Can I say that you distanced yourself a little bit from that situation, which I thought was a smart move because, like you said, this is not just a reality show. There are careers that are entangled within all of this. So do you find that now you have to really make an effort to sort of keep certain aspects of your personal life out of the public eye in order to attract attention towards your music?
It's definitely, like we said, it is a catch-22 because it's a blessing that it's this huge show on MTV, like Right Behind the Hills. It's the #2 show on MTV. But then, yeah, you're right. Like, a lot of the personal stuff, you kind of maybe just have to keep under wraps. But then at the same time, like, this is the whole way we came up, so our fans kind of know us, like, personally. Like, when I go out in malls and do these shows at clubs and do the meet and greets, the fans come up to me. They're like, "Yo, Donnie, what's going on?" Like, kind of like we're like pals. Like, we kind of like know each other because they feel like they know me through the television show. So I kind of, like, I don't want to censor myself too much. I try to stay as real as possible so my fans really see who I am. It's definitely tough, but like with the finale, when I kind of just distanced myself from Aubrey and the whole thing, it's just, I was very frustrated at that point in time because here I was supposed to be living on this like high road with my album coming out, and I felt like I wasn't getting enough time on television, and it's because Donnie Klang ended up having this whole issue with Aubrey, and then D Woods had her back, and then Diddy came and stepped into the whole situation, so it kind of got in the way. Like, the whole drama factor, which is a big part of reality TV, got in the way of me and my career, and really showing fans, like, look, this is what I was doing album release week. I had an album party, I went to in-store signings and stuff, and that stuff was like 2 minutes, and then the rest of the hour was the whole drama with Donnie Klang. So it kind of, I was very frustrated at that point.
Since a lot of the information regarding Donnie Klang's split has already kind of been out in the public for a little bit now, do you think that you will be able to get a little bit more camera time with you really working on your career?
I can say one thing. Our show is absolutely 100% real. Like, it's not scripted at all. We had this meeting with Puff, and he was like, "You need to go out. Don't worry about your second album yet," because at that point I was starting to write. I didn't know what to do. I was like, my album didn't do good. I was trying to jump to good. I need to do a new album, and he kind of put things in perspective. He was like, "You know what? You need to still work this album. Like, you put too much hard work into this album just to let it go like that." So we had, with management, we were like, we need to start getting on the road and really pushing this thing. So we showed him, like, look, we worked it to the bone. If it doesn't work, then we'll do a new album. Or if it does work, then, like, we'll see. But so we were like, okay, if we're going to do this television show, we can't just be locked down in New York in the penthouse that we're going to be living in. We need to make a compromise here. So MTV was like, you know what? We'll follow you. We'll come on the road with you. We know it's just one guy. It's hard to get that footage of you being involved in the show if you're not going to be here. So we'll follow you. So they followed me to a whole different places, basically all across the country, including some of the Backstreet Boys tour, which was on the West Coast. So it was definitely, I definitely feel like I'm going to be much more involved in this season.
I'm totally looking forward to it. I enjoyed your last album, but I do agree it was kind of hard to exactly pinpoint what your signature sound was, just because there was so much production going on all over the place, and there were good songs, but just like as an album, it was difficult to understand it as one piece. But this time, we'll get to hear you go into some more of your own personal stuff. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, thank you. I definitely, my number one goal with this album is to make it more real and make it more cohesive and kind of have it like more of an overall story than just stuff that's all over the place. Kind of like some like next level music, kind of like how Beethoven and Mozart had their symphonies and everything ran into the next. Like, I would love to have it as kind of like that mastermind music that was like well put together. Like, you listen to it and you're like, wow, like, people put thought into this album. That's what I want the next album to be.
That's what I'm talking about. I love that you went for the Beethoven and Mozart reference, man. That's fly. That's great. All right. Well, look, I'm going to go ahead and let you get back to writing or even just resting, because I know that you have a lot of stuff that's probably about to crank up now. We got your back, dude. We got your back.
Thank you, Albert.
All right. Take care, Don.